and again we say hello. This video is a complete walkthrough on how I illustrate with Copic markers. Unfortunately there's not going to be any actual video, just pictures, sorry about that. Our focus is Winry Rockbell. This was done with Copic markers and colored pencils, and I started with the line art using Copic multi-liners. The first color I used for skin was E00, and you can see where I left some white for the highlights. The next color I used was E33, where all the dark shadows would be. And then I blended it with V20. It's a really light purple color. And I blended it even further with E00. And then to the cheeks and the lips, I added RV10. And I blended the rest of the skin with E0000. That's 4 zeros. Next, I took a Prismacolor blush pink, which is to the cheeks and the lips, and then I darkened those areas with regular pink. And then to the darker parts of the skin, I did light umber, and I blended it with light peach. And that completes the skin part. Next is the hair. I started with E51, again leaving spots that are white where the highlights go. And the mid-tone base was Y15. And then all the dark shadows were E33. I next move on to her shirt with C3. And I blended that a bit with C1. And then once deciding it wasn't blended as much as I wanted, I took the Colors Blender 0 and blended it the rest of the way. And for her jacket and skirt, I did C7, where the highlights will be. Do black differently than the rest of my colors. And then I filled it in with 100 black. And I blended the two of them with C5. And the Prismacolor I used here is 50% cool gray, and I put it where the highlights were. And then I took white and kind of blended some more. And that finishes her clothes. For her eyes, the base is B02. And then Prismacolors, this one is True Blue. And the next one I use is Violet Blue. And then I blended all of them together with black. And for the gears and the wrench, I started with C2 as a base. Next I moved on to C5 to add all the shadows. And I blended that all with C2 again. Lots of blending, always blend. The background, I started out with rough base of B00, and it's all very sketchy, gives the look I wanted. And then I continued outlining her with B02, and I moved on darker to B06. Then I used B34. Then I moved on to B29. And my darkest color here is B39. And then I used the colorless blender to blend the whole background together. Here I'm using white ink with a G-nib for highlights. And this is my clear glitter pen, which I add all my pretty sparkles with. I love my glitter pen. And that pretty much finishes up Winry. Here she is. If you have any questions, feel free to comment and I'll answer any of them. Thanks for watching.